Welcome back. I'm Seymour Satz. Look at this chart. Over the last month, Tesla's up more than 25%. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's down. Strategy, down. MetaPlanet, down. Smarter Web, down. So if you judged it by the numbers, Tesla looks like the world's best Bitcoin treasury stock. Now, of course, I'm joking. Tesla isn't what most people would call a Bitcoin treasury, but hey, they do hold Bitcoin, and that makes them part of this conversation. And let's be honest, we love Tesla, which is why today we're giving them the spotlight. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe. And just to be clear, nothing here is financial advice. And let's start with why Tesla gets people so excited. We're talking Optimus robot, robotaxi, full self-driving, the semi-truck, gigafactories across the world, energy storage with megapacks, solar, the world's largest supercharging network, Tesla Insurance, their own AI chips, Grok AI, all alongside the best-selling vehicle lineup on the planet. That's not one business, that's multiple billion-dollar industries under one roof. And if you ever wonder whether Elon's still locked in, only this week he posted, "Daddy is very much home." The guy is back, and back everywhere. Optimus, AI, autopilot, energy, factories. That drive from Elon is what powers Tesla's relentless pace of innovation. And the real engine behind Tesla is how they've turned that innovation into a portfolio of billion-dollar businesses, all built on a profitable core. And that's exactly why their Bitcoin holding matters in this story. It's not a gamble. It's not leverage. It's simply the byproduct of running a world-class, profitable company. Here's why Tesla still belongs in the Bitcoin treasury conversation. While they're not actively stacking like some, their play is still important. They built a massively profitable business, and they've chosen to hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet. No financial engineering, no balance sheet risk. Just business first, Bitcoin second. Pure Bitcoin treasuries go about it differently, each with their own approach to risk and approach. Strategy, the bold leverage play, raise debt, issue equity, stack Bitcoin, Smarter Web, the clean operator, raise equity, use an ATM, stay transparent, let sentiment decide. MetaPlanet, the Japanese play, with a track record that shows it can deliver. Tesla shows another path. Build cash by running a world-class business, and Bitcoin becomes the bonus. And being a Tesla shareholder has shown exactly what conviction looks like. If you held through the tough times, through the bad headlines and the negative sentiment, you're finally seeing the payoff. That's the power of conviction, staying the course when it's most uncomfortable. Tesla's now rewarding the long-term holders. But Bitcoin treasuries, right now they're in the opposite place, stuck in despair. That's exactly where my Tesla story comes in. When the tariff downturn hit, I added at $300. Then at $265, I put in the rest. Here's the contract note to prove it. And no, it wasn't perfect. The stock dropped more and chopped for months afterwards. But that's the reality. The best entries always feel the worst. Back then, Tesla was hated. Headlines were brutal. Sentiment was in the gutter. Nobody wanted it. But that's when leaning in can set you up for the biggest rebound, if you believe in the long-term thesis. And sure enough, conviction and time did the work. Tesla turned. That feeling I had back then with Tesla, that's exactly how I feel now about Bitcoin treasuries. Beaten down, unloved, uncomfortable to buy. And just like Tesla proved, sentiment can flip. It flips on single stocks, and it flips at the macro level too. And right now, the catalyst for that kind of shift could be sitting with the Fed. Most of the market is already at all-time highs. Stocks are high and risk appetite looks strong, except in one corner, Bitcoin treasuries. They've been left behind. That's why the Fed matters here. When rate cuts begin, liquidity has to flow somewhere, and historically it finds its way into the assets with the most upside. While equities are already hot, Bitcoin and the treasuries could be the catch-up trade. Liquidity flows to where it can earn the best return, and when Bitcoin moves, the treasuries follow. And Tesla benefits twice. Lower rates make cars and leases more affordable, boosting sales, and as a growth stock, Wall Street instantly re-rates those future cash flows higher. So if the Fed eases, it's not just more fuel for the stock market. It's a potential spark for Bitcoin, a lifeline for the treasuries, and a tailwind for Tesla. So what can we learn from all this? Not all companies that hold Bitcoin are the same. Each has a different model and risk profile. A profitable core business is the foundation. It's what makes Tesla's balance sheet play so clean, and it's what supports strategy, Smarter Web, and MetaPlanet in their own ways, too. Sentiment is everything. Tesla was hated in March. Now it's flying. Bitcoin treasuries look awful today. But maybe that's the setup. Macro matters. Rate cuts can extend the rally, and they might be the catalyst that finally pulls Bitcoin and the Treasuries back into the action. And diversification matters. Even if you're Bitcoin-focused, don't go all in on one name. Tesla's been carrying my portfolio while Treasuries take a hit. That's why Tesla deserves a mention here. Not because it's a Bitcoin treasury in the strict sense, but because it shows another path. Build a world-class business and let Bitcoin be the bonus. It's not your textbook Bitcoin treasury, it's a different play altogether. But when you see how they run the business and still hold Bitcoin, you can't leave them out of the story. Because think about it. A company pushing AI, robots, energy and transportation into the future while also holding the hardest money ever created. That combination is explosive. If Bitcoin adoption grows, and if Tesla keeps executing on all these fronts, the overlap could be massive. Imagine Optimus robots and robotaxis powered by Tesla energy, settling payments in Bitcoin. Imagine mega factories that don't just build cars, but also quietly secure the hardest money on their balance sheet. And then scale that vision out. Imagine the biggest companies in the world, Apple, Amazon, Google, all looking a little more like Tesla, innovating like crazy, dominating their industries, and holding Bitcoin as their reserve asset. That's the direction this is pointing. That's why we follow this story, and that's why I love it. And here's a question. Do you think Elon will ever buy Bitcoin again? If you think companies like Tesla and Strategy are shaping the next phase of Bitcoin adoption, smash the like button. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.